What's cracking, everybody? This is the Chaos Dubs channel. I'm your host Chaos, and today we're going to be talking about blockchain social media, alternatives to Facebook. Maybe the future? I'm pretty sure it's the future, folks. So just before we get started here, I just want to remind you, go ahead and hit that subscribe and like the video so you can stay up to date with the newest content coming out from me, of course. And what we're going to be talking about today, I recommend you use Brave Browser 4 as it stops a lot of tracking cookies, and it also pays you for the ads it serves. I'm going to leave a link for one of the videos I made regarding that down in the description there. How do you get free cryptocurrency? But anyway, so let's get started, folks. Alright, so first I just want to mention to you here, folks, so I've been doing a bunch of digging here, and there we go, move myself over a little bit. I've been doing a bunch of digging here, and through my research I found there's huge lists of these kind of things, but most of them are honestly defunct. Most of their websites go to 404, website not found errors, and are completely offline. And a lot of the tokens that a lot of these ones pay you allegedly with, they're also offline or not worth anything. So what I've done is I've gone and dug up the most current, most reliable ones that I could find. This is going to be probably a bit of a long video, folks, so you can hit the little gear wheel at the bottom of the video here somewhere, and you can go ahead and click 1.25 or 1.5 times. It'll make me talk a little quicker. If you can retain it that quick, it's a great way to get through videos and save some time. Stick around to the end to see some of the options available, the alternatives to Facebook, and what the future holds, folks. We're going to start right off here with Steemit. So it's been called the crypto Reddit. It's kind of the Wild West of the blockchain social media, I guess. And so it started in 2016. It's the first of its kind. As you can see, it's in the background here. Users earn rewards via Steem coins. Current value is about 15 cents US each for posting, voting, and commenting on the platform. Now, that's going to be a current theme through pretty much everything we talk about today. So not only is it social media that's better, but you get paid for it, for your interactions. So Steemit did develop the use of blockchain for relative censorship resistance and user rewards, which is fantastic. Spam bots and voting abuse eventually proved to be an issue, and user base has since dropped off. Still worth checking out, though, I think, and I'm going to leave a link in the description there for you guys to check it out if you want. Personally, I'm not on Steemit myself, but we're just going to do a little bit of looking around here and just have a quick check it out. So just a couple posts. It appears to be like a blog type of thing, and there's lots of other links here to other posts and stuff in the community. And it tells you a little bit about the coins here on the side. So that's Steemit. Like I said, I'm not a part of it. I don't know a ton about it, but I've been doing some digging on it, and that's what I've come up with. The next one I want to talk about, it's DLive. So this is where it gets pretty interesting here, folks. This is basically a decentralized Twitch, and it rewards viewers for watching and participating. So if you become an affiliate, for example, which requires 200 followers and verifying your phone number, basically, then you can start getting rewards in what they call lemon tokens. And I guess they say the lemon tokens are themselves worth nothing and cannot be exchanged for money, but DLive does pay out every now and then. I guess I'm not exactly sure about when that is, as I just signed up for it today. This one is pretty interesting to me, although it is basically like Twitch. It's just decentralized, like I was saying there. The most interesting thing to me about this platform here is, so I believe I just got on the next page here. Yes, I do. So BTT, it's the BitTorrent coin, basically, on like blockchain networks. It's a cryptocurrency. And so if you stake BTT, basically 25% of all donations and subscriptions on DLive are distributed among BTT stakeholders. So if you own BTT and you stake it on here, see, I have nothing yet, because like I said, I just signed up, but the total BTT stake, 18.52 billion. And just yesterday, 12.1 million BTT were distributed to holders. The annualized return in BTT is 24.33%. Now, what I was saying about becoming a partner there. If you go a step further, oh, I guess it is for partners there. Yeah, so I guess it starts with affiliate and then goes to partner. Anyway, so when you're a partner, you get way higher returns. You get almost 100% returns on your staked BTT, which if you ask me is absolutely ridiculous. And just to partners, 3.2 million BTT were distributed just yesterday. Now, what's really interesting is the value of the BTT is a lot more than the last one. It's 14.3, 1430 Canadian roughly, which is freaking awesome. So you earn 25% of donations, as I was saying, and subscriptions. They're distributed, like I was saying. But if you're a partner, you get 30% instead of 25% as well, which is awesome. So it's just a little bit more incentive there. So it's not uncensorable. It's like Twitch in the way that they adhere to copyright law, so they will take down your videos and give you warnings and stuff. But let's just check out Grand Theft Auto 5 here as a category, and we'll just pop into a video here and have a quick peek. It looks a lot like Twitch, as you'll notice, but as you see here, you can tip with lemons, you can tip with BTT, and I guess these are just, you see it's 1,000 lemons or 100 lemons to make a diamond. And there's also these chests, so when you're a partner, I guess you get these chests and they fill up, and the higher level of partner you go, basically the better things you get in the chest, the harder they are to unlock, from my understanding. So it can connect directly either with the browser extension wallet, TronLink, or straight to your Ledger cold wallet, which is pretty cool if you're using Ledger. I have a Ledger myself, so I've connected directly to my Ledger cold wallet. But yeah, as you can see, essentially it's like Twitch. We just check out one more video here. Canadian politics. There's a lot of
somehow before this is all over, they will actually find a way to commodify a soul. And I've been trying to find out how exactly that's going to happen, and there are rumors.
There's another one that I'm going to talk about here in a little bit that I'm a little bit more excited about regarding the video type of thing, but we'll talk about that in a minute here. So the next one I want to talk about, it's called Memo.Cash, and that's the actual website address. So it's an on-chain social network built on Bitcoin Cash, and the current value of Bitcoin Cash is $289 Canadian roughly. It's an uncensorable way to store data. So this one interests me a lot as far as like a social media goes. The last one's a little bit different. It's more like, you know, video creators, but this all kind of goes to being a creator anyways, folks. So anyways, with Bitcoin Cash there and the Memo.Cash here, it's an uncensorable way to store data. So all posts are permanently stored on the blockchain. As it says here, it warns you. So if you say something that you're going to regret saying, it's never going to go away. It's there forever, folks. So you really got to be mindful of what you're saying. But in that same respect, someone can't just report your post and get your post removed for no reason, which is a huge problem with Facebook. And I don't use Instagram as much, but I'm sure it's a huge problem on Instagram as well. So it doesn't sell your data. None of these social media ones that we're going to talk about today sell your data. So if you're on Facebook, all your data is being sold and basically to the highest bidder and used to profit and to basically retarget ads to people better. And that's kind of the more innocent side of things. They are being used to profit and your data is being sold. Here, these will not sell your data. So the site's slower than a standard website, for example. So let's just go to top posts. And you see how it takes a minute to load here? It's because it's on the blockchain, I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure why. But, I mean, it's similar to, you know, other social medias. What I do like about it, though, is there's already a pretty good user base so far. And it's pretty user-friendly. It seems pretty easy to use so far. So, and I did sign up for this one as well. I really like the sound of this one, like I was saying. So your memos, I guess, are limited to 217 characters. You can set up polls and you can send messages. So if you want to set up a poll, you do have to add some funds to your wallet in Bitcoin Cash, but 10 cents is enough to start. The average action costs 1 cent. So basically, you can upvote and downvote posts that are good or bad, and the community works into that to basically weed out what do they call them? Bad actors. So it appears to offer a peer-to-peer, user-to-user token exchange using a decentralized, trustless protocol. They claim it's still risky and has limited functionality. So I'm kind of I'm kind of iffy on that, but it is pretty cool, and it's something I would definitely be interested in checking out in the future. I think it's definitely worth checking this one out. I'm going to add a link in the bottom there for each of these, of course, but I'm going to add a link in the bottom here, and it's going to describe a little bit more about what Memo is, I guess, from one of the creators there. Just looking through some people's profiles here so you can get an idea. When you scroll over them, it gives you a little bit of their bio and their name, I guess. So you can follow those people. I guess it asks you to confirm follow, which is pretty cool. But I'm sure there's some better things that I haven't mentioned yet, and I'm also sure there's some things that are probably not so great yet that I don't know about. But I will definitely update if I do find anything. So I just want to give you guys another reminder. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date with content, folks. And also liking the videos helps get us more reach. So I really appreciate that. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the channel out here, folks. The next one I want to talk about, it's pretty cool, folks. It's called DTube. And this is the one that I'm super excited about regarding video. So DTube stands for decentralized tube, but it's D.tube, as you can see up there. So it's essentially like YouTube, except this is not a centralized platform, and it's not censorable either. So it's a YouTube alternative using the Avalon blockchain. You can earn Steemit, which is a coin based on Steam, which is the first one we talked about, when you post and curate on the platform, and you have the ability to upload videos as a peer-to-peer source, which is probably the coolest thing about it, because what that does is it keeps your videos up for a long time, and it's also great for anonymity. So if you're worried about your video maybe having content that, you know, is a little bit controversial, for example, or that YouTube definitely wouldn't have, like I believe YouTube is demonetizing if you talk about the current world situation. So, you know, this isn't going to do that, obviously. So using the DTC token, which is, I'm guessing, the DTube something token, you can vote, tag, post, and promote videos. And there's treasure chests to support fee creators as well, just like I was mentioning with the, gotta go back to it to remember what it's called, the DLive there. So what's another really interesting thing about this? You can hold DTC to generate voting power. So the more DTC you hold, the more voting power that you have. And if you want to promote your videos, you can burn DTC. Now, when you burn DTC, folks, it removes it from the circulating supply forever, increasing scarcity of the coin, making it worth more, like, over time, right? So when you're curating, there's bonuses for curating new content between 1.5 and 3 days old. So basically, the newer the content you're curating, you get double the rewards as long as it's within that time frame there. And it also allows not safe for work content, which is super cool because YouTube's kind of against a lot of that, as long as you tag it. Now, if you get in the habit of putting up not safe for work content and you don't tag it as not safe for work, then you're going to get downvoted a bunch and you're going to lose potential for earning rewards. So let's just have a check out of one of these videos here. It really resembles YouTube.
What is up, DTube? So today I want to do a quick video just talking a little bit quick that DTube mainnet will be launching on October the 1st. October the 1st, 2020. Wow, that is cool news. So DTube made an update today, a blog post talking about this, about the DTube mainnet.
Is worth basically nothing right now, like fractions of a penny.
Amazing news to hear.
So they're saying this looks really good, and let's see what else they got on here. Actually, it gave me some recommended videos there when I pause that. Let's have a look at that. I like that when you pause it, it gives you recommended. So is this actually on DTube? Recommendations. That's unfortunate, folks. That's unfortunate. But nonetheless, that's still pretty cool. I just want to check out maybe one more video on here and see what else we got. See trending videos. Oh, crypto news. Perfect. Vlog style.
Do I even want to look? Actually, we had a little recovery overnight. Yeah, I didn't think anything could get more hype than DeFi, but
you know what I noticed?
NFTs. Leaked documents showed that big banks allowed criminals to move around about $2 trillion of dirty money. Tell me again how Bitcoin is just for criminals?
I think that's great. So that's definitely something you all got to check out and get in on here for sure. The next one I want to talk about, it's also one of my favorites, and I'm going to discuss why here. So it's called app.voice. Now, it's not available quite yet to the public, but I would suggest that you all get here. I'm going to put a link in the description as well. I suggest you all get on here and request beta access as soon as you can. This sounds awesome, folks. So basically, it's taking social media back from big tech. Currently in early access, and like I said, you can apply at the link I'm going to leave down at the bottom there. It requires identity verification, so you have to send in a photo to post and to like stuff, but not to read. So if you want to interact with the community, you have to have your identity verified. But just to read posts, you can read posts globally without signing in or anything. One caveat about this, I feel like due to the prevalence of like deep fakes and basically AI created faces, if you just type online like faces that don't exist or like AI created faces, basically you'll find a bunch of faces that have never existed, that aren't real people, but they look like actual photographs of people. So I'm sure it could still be abused by people, you know, taking these photos and going and making fake accounts using them. But they at least put in some safeguard to try to stop the spam bots and that kind of stuff. So of course it's based on the blockchain. Again, they don't sell any of your data. Special authentication, so there's no bots, as we were talking about. That's basically just sending in your photo. It's pretty straightforward, and it's not a big deal, folks. So when others like your post, you earn voice tokens, and more popular posts equals more tokens. So you can use voice tokens to move your opinion to the top and ensure your voice is heard, which is cool because, if, for example, you have, something that keeps getting buried in all the rabble that's important, you can easily put it at the top by using these tokens. What's really cool about these tokens is if someone else raises their voice above yours, you get your tokens back plus a little extra. And it's transparent, so it shows how the tokens are used for advertising, which is pretty cool, and it also adds transparency. It doesn't sell your user data, we mentioned that, and content is only removed here if it's illegal. They believe in free speech, so as long as you're not posting blatantly illegal content, then you're good to go. It can be really good to get heard on here, I feel like, if you're a small platform. I applied for beta access, so I'm still waiting, of course, but hopefully it's going to happen soon because, like I said, this is a platform I'm super excited about. And the other thing is everyone gets tokens just for showing up, so you can get your voice heard right away. Of course, you have to budget how much you want to spend on all this. I'm not sure how the cashing out works of this too much yet because, of course, I haven't got access. But let's just take a look at what we can see here. So here's a post, the value proposition of regulated DeFi. DeFi is decentralized finance, folks. Again, it looks, very much like a blog post, and appears you can share your thoughts at the bottom, but you have to request early access to be able to do that. So what else can we see here? Can't invite friends. Go to the help center and peek around, I guess. Not a whole lot that I can tell you about this one so far yet, folks, as I haven't got in here yet. Basically, the special authentication, if you're a human, create content, share a thought piece, weigh in on a hot topic. Your post goes live. When others like your post, you earn tokens. Pretty straightforward. Again, that's pretty much the theme of this, folks, is everything is basically going to earn you some type of currency for participating. The next one I want to talk about here, Sapien Network. This is pretty cool. I'm interested in this one for sure. It also requires account verification, similar to voice there, to mitigate bots and spam accounts. So this one is phone number verification and email verification. And then you have to link your Ethereum wallet, which isn't necessary, but you should just do it. So use MetaMask browser extension or the MetaMask app. It takes less than 2 minutes to set up. Just make sure that when you do set it up, you store your seed words safely, folks. It's really important. That's the access to your entire cryptocurrency in that wallet. So this works on tribes. Basically, you find your tribe, and each tribe is like a niche market of different stuff. So this is a Spanish one. I'm not sure what that is, but Ethereum. So let's check this out. Let's follow this Ethereum tribe and have a peek. So 83 posts, 157 followers. So it's essentially like Facebook groups. It appears tribe rules: do not post illegal content, do not post content that incites violence, and do not post personal and confidential information. Pretty straightforward. And again, the posts look pretty much like a blog. It's pretty straightforward. It's not like it looks, like it's from 10 years ago or anything. Everything looks great, folks. what else can I say about this here? So you can share insightful posts, release breaking news, and write interesting, thought-provoking stories. Create high-quality content and get rewarded in crypto. It's pretty cool. Definitely one I would check out, folks. I've signed up for this one myself, and I'll definitely be investigating a little bit more as we go. So that brought me to a different website there with that article there. But nonetheless, it's linking articles and all that, right? Anything else I can say about this one? I don't think so. Bitcoin in times of the CV. Yeah, so you know, whatever articles. The next one I want to talk about here. One before we move on, reminder, folks, if you haven't yet, like the video, please, and subscribe to my channel. You're gonna get lots more crypto content. If you like the crypto content, I get a whole bunch of other stuff, anyways. But so the next one we'll talk about is Flote. This one is also pretty cool. It's a social network without big tech censorship and vague community guidelines. On Flote, people can express themselves freely, build communities, and earn digital money by providing valuable content. Free speech and encrypted messaging as well is included, which is pretty cool. Now, Facebook does have its own version of encrypted messaging in Messenger, but I mean, we're trying to get away from Facebook here, folks. So it's nice to have these features in other apps that we're interested in. These guys also never sell your data. You can post text, images, videos, including live streams, which I find really cool. Basically, because it's decentralized, they're not going to hassle you for streaming stuff that may not fall under copyright, for example. I'm going to go to... I want to see if I can find the original page that I was on before I signed up here. No, it won't let me. Okay, that's weird. But anyways, well, yeah, basically, I'm not exactly sure how to use it because I just started, but apparently streaming is just that easy. You need streaming software, of course. Oh, that's pretty cool. Streaming directly from Flote is coming soon. You can set up your stream. Looks pretty straightforward there. If you want to make a post, here's where you do that. Let's make a post. And let's post. I'm sure in here you can adjust your account options. It appears you can, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, it looks like you got a wallet right here, so you can move money in and out. Right. So you can support your favorite creators with tips, super chats, and subscriptions, of course, as is the current theme today. And they don't collect any platform fees, which is awesome. The next one I want to talk about is called, we're not going to talk about Mastodon today, is society2.com. So it's an upcoming decentralized social media platform which pays users for the ads it serves. So similar to Brave browser, you don't have to view the ads either. You can choose to shut them off and go for like a ad-free enhanced productivity mode type of thing. You can be your own publisher. So probably the coolest thing about this so far is that you can create an identity that follows you. So if you want to sign up for, 5 different things, 5 different social media websites, for example, you'd have to enter your information each 5 times, right? The same information, right? Your name, your email, your identity, basically. This basically would give you one identity across social accounts. You only need one, like no more creating the same identity over and over. So let's have a look here. It's not released yet, like I was saying, so we're still waiting on this here. But again, you can go to the website. I'm going to leave links in the bottom of the description there, of course, where you can go and you can put your email in there to subscribe and get notified about the newest things that are happening. It appears that the stage of development is like, almost all the way through, damn near the end there. So that's pretty exciting. I want to move on and talk about probably one of my favorites in this whole list, Centyfy. So it's a social network for crypto enthusiasts, which is exclusively monetized on our stable value crypto token, Centy. 1 Centy is a stable coin, so it's valued at 1 US cent, basically. So it returns 75% of the revenue to users, and it has a free and secure desktop mobile wallet. Of course, it never shares or sells your data, and tips go right from the user wallet to user wallet. So when you're tipping someone, it goes wallet to wallet. It doesn't go to a third party first and then have to come back, which is awesome because then nobody's grazing anything off the top. So businesses can offer a Centy perk to users for viewing, liking, and sharing their posts, ads, or promos, which I find is really cool because that actually works outside of Centy. This is the basic Centy page here that it takes you to. Centyfy pages, Centyfy, so it's their page on Centyfy, I guess. I did make a Centyfy account, but I guess I haven't. Okay, here we go. So reload, and it should. There we go. Now I can. Yeah, there we go. Like them. So basically, this is their page here, and it says here, this post has Centy perk. You can receive 150 Centy by accepting the perk. Just click on image, like, share outside of Centyfy. So click on image, like, and then share outside of Centyfy. And now let's see if it's going to give me the 150 Centy. Put that in my story, and we're just going to put it to friends. Oh, okay, well, we'll leave it on public. We'll throw that there. Boom, post, and we'll see what happens here when I go back to Centy. Yeah, okay, so it is liked. That's it. I guess we'll see what happens. So I guess there's some conversations here. But anyway, so I wanted to show you my Centy here. This is when I log in. This is my profile here. So I put up a photo. I've got my profile photo there, which is this. So you got Centy chat, no conversation selected. Obviously, you can hook up with your friends there. Centy wallet, you have to verify your identity, as with most cryptocurrency things. One thing I should mention is the Tron link, I believe it's called. Sorry, the MetaMask appears to not need identity verification. I cannot confirm that so far, but it definitely looks to be that way so far. You can earn Centy tokens, so I'm going to leave this link in the description here at the bottom for you folks, and I'm going to earn 50 Centy for each user that subscribes. So when you get a Centy account by using this link right here, you're going to be able to share it with your friends, and you're going to get paid 50 Centy for each user you refer, which is great. So I'm going to make sure I do that. And I guess we can look at payments here. So it looks like you can withdraw, which is really awesome. Payment method, Centy transfer, transfer to, and you probably have to put in address there. Let's see what else I can show you here. So friends, of course, you can add friends. Very similar look to Facebook, which I'm really liking. Recent updates on the news feed. Again, very similar to Facebook. Talking about Pi, there's an article. It's talking about the Stellar, so you probably need a Stellar wallet to cash out there. You can discover posts. Now let's see what else we got. My articles, stuff that you've liked, I'm guessing. Is that what that is? My products, I'm guessing this is, I don't have any yet, it appears. Save posts, memories, so that's pretty cool, very similar to Facebook. Explore people, people you may know, so that's pretty cool. Pages, of course. We can, like a couple pages here. Then I'm sure there's more if you search through. Groups, again, very similar to Facebook. Events, you can set up events just like Facebook. There's a blog section, which is pretty cool. That's something Facebook does not have. There's games, so let's see what that is, whether that's just streaming or, okay, it appears there's no games there. Anyway, so I don't want to spend too much more time on this one, folks, but definitely something that you should look into. What else can I say here? Centy tokens are based on the Stellar blockchain. Yep, we mentioned that. They're shared by users on their favorite social media outside. Yep, we mentioned that. Okay, great. So before we get into the last one here, folks, just want to remind you to subscribe, like the video. The last one I want to talk about here today is Revolution Populi. Now, this appears to not be up and running yet, or is the framework for a D app that hasn't been designed yet. But this one's really exciting. Basically, it's their motto is returning digital rights to the people. Their ambition is to help you reclaim your digital rights and money. So it has a decentralized and user-controlled blockchain database, an exchange for clearing for DeFi and crypto, an open-source ecosystem for apps from social to DeFi, etc. And then it mentions, I'm not sure if we scrolled past it. Yeah, right here it mentions it has a social network that pays users. Users own and control their data, but I don't see anywhere to access this social network yet. So I'm assuming, as with one of the other ones there, it's just not released yet. What's really interesting about this one, though, is basically it relies on Chainlink, and Chainlink has been one of the best performing assets in the last 2 years. And currently, at the time of this video, it's pretty cheap compared to how it was a month ago. 2 days ago, it was incredibly cheap. But it's never a bad time to buy because it's still going to perform really well this year, folks. But basically, it's powering its ecosystem and its social media using Chainlink. So it's secure, it's well known, and it's a great chain to be using. Again, it's not released yet. We're still waiting for that to happen. But if you check out the website, again, I'm going to leave links in the description. You can come down and read a little bit more about this here. So without further ado, I just want to go over real quickly my favorite ones here in this video before we finish this off. And of course, that's Voice, that's Memo, that's Centyfy, and that's DTube, folks. Voice, super cool. You can get your voice heard. Great for, small businesses or small platforms that are trying to get what they have to say out there. Memo, again, super cool. Pays you for using it, basically. Pays you for interacting. And it's decentralized, so it's not going to censor you. Centyfy seems to be pretty much like Facebook, although it has a much smaller user base, of course. But because it's so similar, I feel like it could definitely be the next Facebook using decentralized stuff. Although they do take a little bit higher of a percentage than some of the other ones mentioned in my list. It's not really a big deal, folks. You still get paid to use social media. I mean, how much time do you spend on social media and you don't get shit for it? Like, it'd be way better to be getting paid for your time. And especially if you're a creator, then you actually get what you're worth instead of just having your data sold and you get nothing. And of course, DTube, because it's basically a YouTube where they're not going to censor you. So I'm hoping that we can connect with DTube and get on some live streaming there. That way we won't be getting shut down for the Wobble Wednesdays and stuff. But yeah, that pretty much concludes our video. It's been a long one already today, folks. I don't want to take any more of your time. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You're going to get lots more crypto content. And I got a whole bunch of other content too, folks. If you liked what I got, make sure you like the video and leave a comment in the bottom there so I know to keep bringing you more of that content. Thanks again for watching. Take care of yourself. Catch you next time. Peace out.